Okay, I think we're just about to go live. Please give me a moment and we shall get started. Okay, we are live. Everything seems to be fine. Moment. Make sure everything is good to go, and I think it is. Okay. Brilliant. Okay, cool. Hello, my name is Uzair and thanks for joining in. It is 4 o'clock in the UK on the 4th of November 2020. Every weekday we go live at this time and I go through topics like Google Ads, online marketing, video ads, pretty much anything to do with promoting your business or product and services to generate more leads or sales. The format of these sessions is straightforward and simple and very informal. I encourage you to interact with me as much as you possibly can. Send me some questions and I'll try my best to answer them for you. So I'm going to go through today's topic, which is how to improve your Google Ads ad performance or account performance using Google Analytics, why you should be using Google Analytics with your Google Ads, and both of them together to give you some very powerful insights and performance, which will give you a very competitive advantage over your competitors. So once I finish the presentation, I'll answer any questions. There is a comment box on the right hand side or under your video, so please do so. And I'll come to those comments and questions towards the end. So hello Mike, hi, good afternoon to you as well, and hope you are keeping well. Okay, I'm gonna go to my slides and we'll start off with why you need to link analytics and Google Ads. Very few advertisers know or are aware of that this is possible, and the thing is, it gives you some extremely powerful insights as to why you should be using analytics and what you can potentially gain out of it. It doesn't cost any additional money. It's just a case of setting everything up and importing your data from analytics into Google Ads. Linking both the accounts is very straightforward and it literally takes 5 seconds. So I would highly recommend you do that if you haven't yet done so. So the reason why we want to see the customer journey, now it's not a straightforward path to a conversion. It's a very complicated and sometimes a very long journey for someone to come to your website and then to convert. Quite often it will take multiple touch points, multiple visits to the website, depending on what service or product you are offering. If it's an impulse buy, they're more likely to buy then and there if it's a very low value amount. But if it's a high ticket or a high value amount, then they will consider your offer, think about it, go to other websites, go to social media, blogs, forums, and all these other places where they're going to research and then make a decision as to who they wish to spend their hard-earned cash with. So this is where we want to see the customer journey. Did they start their journey from a mobile and ended up converting on a laptop or a desktop, or vice versa? So it's not like they'll go on the mobile and they'll convert on the mobile. So you need to see what's happening, what's not happening. So this is why analytics will give us a bird's eye view of this entire journey of a customer, right from the first click until the conversion point. So we'll start off with the optimizing the bids, because this is where you can save money. And also, if your bids are optimized and you're not paying over the odds, you are going to be more profitable. So when you do link analytics with ads, you'll get access to a new set of reports in your analytics accounts, which will give you a more complete understanding of a customer's path to a conversion, whether that's a purchase completed or a lead generated or captured. So these reports help you measure what happens after users click on your ads, so you can learn what's working and what's not, and then take steps to improve your campaigns in Google Ads. So if you notice something in analytics that certain keywords are driving more users to convert, if so, you can increase your bids for your high performing keywords in Google Ads. Or you can explore why users didn't convert by reviewing the bounce rates and site engagement metrics. Oops, where is it gone? I've lost that slide. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we are. So we can review metrics such as the bounce rates and the site engagement metrics for non-converters. And this is very important, because it's not only pure black and white. Did they convert or did they not convert? What happens between the two? You know, they've been to your website, they have looked at your offer, they've stayed on the website for a long time, but they did not convert. And this is what we can get these insights in Google Analytics in a very comprehensive way. Things like the bounce rate, engagement metrics is very important. Did they scroll to the bottom of the page? Did they click a video view button? Did they download, or did they like the Facebook button or shared your product or something like that? These are all these little engagements which will give you a really good oversight of to how your website's visitors behavior on your website or landing page is like, and then you can adapt and take those metrics into account and make changes or optimize your bids and so on. So as I said earlier on, that analytics and Google Ads, they make a power couple, the ideal couple, to be honest with you, because when they work together, it turbocharges your Google Ads. And audiences is just one of the best ways to import them from Google Ads, from Google Analytics into Google Ads, and then see the behavior or the conversion activity in ads or not. So, you know, say you want to reach high value cart abandoners, so those visitors to the sites who have added multiple products in their cart and they have not converted that purchase. So you can build up an audience in analytics based on that behavior, and then you can create either a remarketing campaign, whether it's a text search campaign or a image display campaign, video campaign, and so on, to offer them a special promotion coupon code or an offer to bring them back, because they were very close to converting, but life came in the way, or they had to go out, or the boss stepped in the office while they were making that purchase. So there could be a number of reasons, and this is where you can be as creative as you like to create these kind of audiences in analytics and import them into Google Ads. Then we take advantage of the advanced machine learning, and right now and during these days, the buzzword is machine learning, AI, algorithms, and so on. So obviously analytics also uses machine learning to help you get the most out of your data a lot more quickly, and act on your insights in an informed way. So you can even ask analytics a question in plain English, such as, where is my traffic coming from, or what's the average time spent on this landing page on mobile versus desktop, and I would like to think we'll get a pretty good answer from analytics. Another very powerful capability is the smart list. Now you'll get mixed reviews and answers about smart list. Some marketeers hate it, some love it. Again, you need to make up your own mind by testing it out and see whether it works for you or not. So which will help you find and reach your most valuable customers. And smart lists will consider a lot of these signals from your analytics data, including things like location, device, browser, referrer, session durations, and so on. So a lot of signals it takes into account to make that list as smart as possible. So some of the best practices, linking both these accounts will enable you to understand your audience on a deeper level. And it's all about understanding your audience, who they are, what they want, when they come to your site, what they are looking for, and so on. So the more knowledge you have about this audience, the better the marketer you're going to become. Because if you don't know your audience, if you don't know who you're selling to, if you don't know who your ideal customer is, it'll be pretty difficult for you to sell to them. So analytics allows us to get all these insights so that you can become a really powerful marketer and be very good at marketing your business and your products. So you'll be able to carefully assess campaign performance and adjust bidding and so on, which is the usual. But some of the things which we can also take advantage of or leverage is the cross-device capabilities in analytics, which you can activate very easily. So you can see how the customers engaged with your brand or your business across different devices. What is the behavior like on a mobile compared to a tablet or a computer? So you can see if users browse your site on their phone and then go onto the laptop or computer to complete that purchase. Now this comes back to the attribution model as to who are you going to attribute that conversion. Will it be the mobile or will it be the laptop? You need to make a decision as to how important both these devices played their part in the path to that conversion. Because if they saw your ad on a mobile and they came to your website and then converted on the laptop, the mobile also played a huge part, because if you weren't visible on the mobile or they didn't see your ad on the mobile platform or device, they would never go onto the laptop and convert. So you might decide to increase either the mobile ad spend, because you can see the conversion part. Every time I get a conversion, the first click is on the mobile, and how many of them converted on the desktop. So you can start with the mobile interaction. So you want to make sure that you're not limited by a budget on the mobile, as well as obviously on the desktop. But the starting point is where you want to make sure that you got enough budget. So it's like a game of football. The striker gets the credit for the goal, but the player or the playmaker who passed the ball also gets a huge credit. And both of them played, and I would like to think, an equal part in that goal. So this is where you can see the cross device capabilities in analytics. And then you can share your audiences. And this is what I said earlier on, that you set up all these audiences in analytics, which is, they are a segment of users with common attributes during a particular time frame. So an audience could be defined simply as, like current shoppers, or it could be defined as shoppers who viewed the page of a product and then within X days return to purchase the product. So you can create these audiences pretty easily in analytics. I won't read the whole lot over here. You can, read it afterwards, but I'll give you a brief synopsis as to what these can do. Analytics can, they've got a great number of pre-configured audiences to get you started. So you've got all visitors, returning visitors, new visitors to the website, and so on. They're all pre-built, so you don't need to do anything. All you need to do is to just switch them on. Then obviously you've got the smart list, which Google will manage it for you, and then it will decide, okay, what are these kind of audiences is going to put them in that list which you are looking for your website or landing page. And you can also build your own custom audience definitions. Just like I said earlier on, somebody who has put in multiple products in a cart and did not convert. So here are some more options, like visitors who added items to the shopping cart but abandoned, visitors who searched the site but didn't make a purchase, viewers with fewer than X sessions on your site, and so on. So all these can be set up quite easily and pretty quickly without much tech knowledge. If you haven't done any analytics before, then you can go in there. There is a lot of help on the Google support center as well, which will explain to you in simple English how you can do that. These are extremely important goals and events in analytics. So obviously we are looking for the conversions. Everybody needs a conversion, a hard conversion, that is, which could be a purchase, a call, or a lead. But then you will also want to track the micro goals, which I've talked about quite a bit in the past. So if somebody hasn't converted, we need to look at some other metrics because we don't have that conversion data. So we want to look at the time spent on a site, or the number of pages visited, or goals. So if somebody clicked on a video to view a video, I could make that as a goal. If someone scrolled to the bottom of the page, I can make that as another goal. Someone shared or clicked on the social media button, or they subscribe to the newsletter, that these could all be recorded as a micro goals, and they could be imported into Google Ads. But I would recommend that you don't include that in that conversion column. They should go in that all conversion column, and then you'll be able to see, okay, I'm not getting conversions right now, so I need to dig a little bit more deeper as to why this is happening. And then you can see the time on site spent, number of pages visited. These ones are really good. They were very interested but just didn't cross over the line. So you can optimize your bids on those. So importing your analytics goals enables you to analyze your user activity on your website after they click your ad. View analytics site engagement metrics like these bounce rates. So if you find that the keyword is driving a lot of traffic to your website, but the bounce rate is pretty high, that should cause some concern for you, and say, okay, so these people, when they click from this keyword, they come to a website, they don't like what they see. That means they're looking for something else. So then you can perhaps pause that keyword or reduce the bids quite a bit, compared to somebody who has an average session duration for 2 or more minutes, and then you can see they were really interested. They stayed on the website or a blog post for a long time and visited multiple pages per session. They were very engaged, interacted with my content, but just didn't convert. So these metrics you really need to look at if you don't have much conversion data point. And you can also access conversion data directly in Google Ads, obviously, to adjust the bids and potentially increasing your conversions. Because if you are getting more of the good traffic and less of the bad ones, then you're likely to increase your conversions. And then the reporting. Google Analytics has got some very powerful reporting. So you can have multiple reporting options available in analytics to see how your marketing is performing or not performing. So you can take the relevant steps to improve it. So for example, knowing how your website ads and other channels like email and social are working together helps you optimize your messaging and creative. So it's not only about Google Ads. You will have other places where the traffic is coming from: Facebook, direct, LinkedIn, your organic traffic, obviously, Twitter, and wherever you have got rankings or your presence on the social media. You'll be able to see when they come through to the website what conversions are happening, and if not, what are these micro goals which they are running, and they are taking action on your site. And we call it the ABC of Google Analytics, which you will see as acquisition, behavior, and conversion. And this is the kind of like the path or a mind map as to what happens. You start over here where a customer sees your ad, they click on the ad, come through to your website, and then did the customer bounce off or not? Where did the customer come from? How long did they stay? Which products did they browse? What else did they do? And did they convert, yes or no? If no, then obviously you can look into it, and if yes, then you can optimize your bids, put more budget in the campaign if the campaign is converting pretty well. So I would highly recommend that you do first of all link your analytics, and then start to just make some audiences, put them in, and you can also select any number of audiences in Google Ads and set them up as an observation to see what's happening. And then once you know that, yeah, this campaign is these audiences are converting, you bid a little bit more or a lot more, and if they are not, then you can bid down. So this is how we I'll just try to give you a very quick and brief synopsis as to how this can work for you, because this topic is so big, somebody can talk on it for days and days. Okay, so now is the Q&A time. If you haven't put any questions, if you're struggling with something, not sure about anything, now's your chance to put them through. So I'm gonna start from the top, and please don't wait until the last moment, because there is a bit of a delay on the transmission, so I may not see your question pop up on my screen before I switch off the live stream. So a warm welcome to everyone. Sandeep, how much percentage should we spend on ads from our company budget? Okay, Sandeep, now this is again a question which are really a number. I can't give a number for that. It's when you say your company budget, I mean, do you mean your company turnover? I believe it will be that, because a budget is a budget. If you got a marketing budget, then you want to spend 100% of that marketing budget and not 20% or 30% of it. So I think what you're saying is the company turnover. A lot of companies, I mean, don't quote me on this figure, they can spend anything between 10 to 15% of their turnover on the marketing, which every company is different. Should we spend 60% budget for leads into sales and 40% for remarketing for strangers to leads for the front end? Okay, so I think what you are saying is how you split your Google Ads budget. So I would, yes, if you got a lot of organic traffic, then yes, you spend as much as possible on your remarketing, because why would you go after a cold audience? So I'll give you my example is a perfect one. I have got a lot of viewers pixeled in my remarketing audience. When somebody sees a video like this one we are watching right now, I can go back to them. I don't want to go to somebody who's never seen me or heard of me before. I'm more likely to get a conversion from somebody like yourself who's viewing me and watching my video. And if you see another ad or another video, I'm building up my brand and pushing you further down the funnel. And sooner or later, you might need me and may come to me and become a customer. So yes, if for remarketing you put in as much as it's required, if 100% is eaten up on remarketing and is giving you great returns, then absolutely. But you need to have new blood or new audiences coming to your website as well. So have some budget for your new or cold or new audiences as well. Okay, Roshan, how to calculate a campaign budget for a brand new account without having revenue value per lead, like IT services where the lead values varies as per query? Yeah, you'll need to do the sums. It is very important that you know your numbers before you jump into the water. You need to know how deep the water is, whether you're going to sink or swim. Campaign budget for how to calculate a budget? No, you can't calculate a campaign budget. You have to allocate a budget. You need to budget just like you would budget how much you need to run your life or your household. And then you will say, okay, I earn $100 a month or whatever it may be. And from there you can say, okay, now we can afford to spend so much on mortgage, rent, food, clothing, and so on, not the other way around. So first you need to have your company marketing budget for your company, and then allocate, okay, we're going to spend so much on Google ads, so much on Facebook, Instagram, and so on. And with regards to your customer lifetime value or the value per lead, yeah, that is critical, absolutely critical. You need to know, you need to take a guesstimate, at least at best, how much a customer is of value to you if they become a customer. Is it 100? Is it 1,000? Is it 10,000? And then we work backwards. I have got some videos on this playlist somewhere where I've gone through how to calculate your profitable CPC and so on, and also the customer lifetime value. Hi Adam, do you need 1,000 users in an audience to start display remarketing? No, that's for RLSA, which is for remarketing list for search ads. For GDN and YouTube, 100, but you need to have as many as you can. 100, if you got 100 or 200 people in your list, it's a very small list. You will struggle to get a decent amount of traffic. So you want to have as many leads as possible. If you recall that video where I showed you how I drive a ton of traffic through discovery ads at very little cost, because those ads are very cheap, then I look at the engagement level, how much time they're spending on the website, how many pages they're viewing, and then I remarket to them, to those, or somebody who viewed my video 75% of the time on that landing page, right? So I know that they spent at least 5-6 minutes viewing that video. They were listening, they were watching, they were interested, they were not bouncing off. So the bouncers, take them off your remarketing list straight away. That's a complete waste of money. Why would you want to go after someone who bounced off after 3 seconds? They won't come back. So excuse me, they won't come back, and you don't want them back. So go after those who are interested. So setting up micro goals through analytics will allow you to see all this data. Hi Mike, have you added keywords to your ad groups from Google Search Console and Google My Business Insights? Yeah, you can get those in from the Search Console as well. because obviously people are searching on Google for them. So yeah, you can. There's no problem with that. Thank you, Roshan, for being here, and yeah, sending your to all of you for being here, and love your questions, all of and it makes these sessions a lot more interesting. Otherwise, I'll be rambling on to a computer and a camera. Nickel, can we have a copy of the mind map? Is that the one on this screen? You can just screenshot it. I don't have a copy as such. And even if I did have, how will I send it to you? Just screenshot it. I'll move out of the way for 2 seconds. And now you got your mind map. Sandeep, are you bidding aggressively for Google Ads than competitors for SF when you are new to online marketing? So are you asking me, am I bidding for my brand terms? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Sandeep. So my focus, as I've said earlier on and many times before, is video is at the core of our marketing activity. I don't have enough brand search terms for running an ad, because if I was like, let's say, Nike or Apple, there are millions and millions of views. You will want to bid on your brand term. But even if you have got very few brand search terms, just keep a campaign on it, because at least you will bid up, you will clog, or you will get your ads right at the top, and your competitors won't be able to come up. So our focus is everything starts with a video, and now you will see our video marketing strategy 2.0 coming and kicking in very soon. So we've got 4 different kinds of videos now. Long form videos, which like these ones, 30 minutes or so. Then we have got videos up between 6 to 12 minutes. These are short videos. Then we have what we call the mini videos, up to around 60 to 90 seconds long. And then the micro videos between 6 and 30 seconds. And they will all be aimed at a different audience, different channels: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, TikTok. And then we are going to, we already are doing a lot of these videos, obviously. Every day we pretty much upload and go live on here. But what we want to do is to, for 2021, be very aggressive to the point that our audiences just cannot miss us online. Wherever they turn to, they see us. Because now it used to be up to 7 to 8 touch points before someone decides to make a purchase. That was about 50 years ago, that study. Now it is about 30 to 35 touch points somebody needs to convert. And this is what we are using, these micro and mini videos, where you want to be in touch of these people. And the best thing you got is this: for these short videos, just shoot it with your smartphone. There really isn't any excuse. I keep saying to you guys, got to start. Otherwise, if you don't start now, you never will. I can promise you that. Now is the time. We in the UK are going into a lockdown tomorrow. So now, for God knows, well, at least a minimum of 4 weeks. So for 4 weeks, everybody is locked in. You can't go out. Whereas I can reach out through my videos, putting my message out there. You guys listening to me, watching me. And my videos are doing all the selling for me. So you got to take action. You got to get started. Otherwise, your competitors will, and then you'll be kicking yourself. Why didn't I listen to Zaire when he was saying? Okay, last one, Adam. Have you done a video on how to create an audience in analytics based on analytics micro goals? Yes, absolutely. I'm pretty certain there is on there. I'll try and dig it out for you tomorrow. If not, it is in the courses which you've got, Adam, access to, and I'll show it to you how to do this, but we will be going through these anyway. Brilliant. So thank you so much everyone for being here. I truly appreciate it. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed and click the button or the bell button, then please do so, because every time we go live and upload new stuff, you'll be the first one to be notified. So I wish you all the best. Stay safe. And tomorrow is a very interesting one. I'll be talking about this micro content, how we are creating it, how it looks like. I'll be showing you some examples as well, so don't miss out tomorrow. It'll be a very interesting little session. So till then, stay safe and goodbye.